How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the lair, and today I have another standard deck here for you. I'm going to attempt to play this in the ranked queue today. I think this is going to be a little bit more competitive. Anyways, I call this Vigilance the deck. Getting on to our 1-drops, I have 4 copies of Healer's Hawk for 1 plains, 1/1 flying lifelink. Onto our 2-drops, I have 4 copies of Grateful Apparition, 1 colorless, 1 plains, flying, 1/1. Whenever Grateful Apparition deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, we proliferate. 4 copies of Daxos, Blessed by the Sun, 2 plains. The 2-star Daxos toughness is equal to your devotion to white, and whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life. Onto our 3-drops, I have 4 copies of Heliod Suncrown for 2 colorless, 1 plain, 5/5 indestructible. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod isn't a creature. And whenever you gain life, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. And then we pay 1, and a plains and another target creature gains lifelink until the end of turn. 4 copies of Linden the Steadfast Queen, 3 plains, 3/3 vigilance. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. And then a new addition from Ikoria. I saw this card and I wanted to build some type of a deck around it, and I feel like this particular shell is probably one of the more effective inclusions. But Alert Heedbonder for 1 colorless and any combination of 2 forest or 2 plains is a 2/4 with vigilance, and at the beginning of your end step you gain 1 life for each creature you control with vigilance. On to our 4-drop. We have 4 copies of Ajani the Great-Hearted for 2 colorless, 1 forest, 1 plains. He comes in with 5 loyalty, and his static ability says creatures you control have vigilance. We can plus him, we gain 3 life, and his -2 says put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each other planeswalker you control. Onto our 5-drop, I have 4 copies of Cavalier of Dawn for 2 colorless and 3 plains, 4/6 vigilance. When Cavalier of Dawn enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token. And when Cavalier of Dawn dies, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. And on the top end, for 6, we have 3 copies of Sarah's Guardian for 4 colorless and 2 plains, 5/5 flying vigilance. Other creatures you control have vigilance. So the idea, this is the white life gain shell, and what I did was added Alert Heedbonder and Grateful Apparition to proliferate once we have an Ajani's on the board or a Heliod, and just start getting out of control from there. Cavalier of Dawn also has vigilance, but he's our main source of defense in this deck. And then, of course, we use Ajani the Great-Hearted and the Sarah's Guardian to make sure that all of our creatures have vigilance, and it just gets really nutty from there. Let's get into the mana base. I'm running 18 plains, 3 forest, and 4 temple gardens. We're running 31 creatures with a 3.1 converted mana cost, and I'm running 25 lands. And we're rocking the new Vivian sleeve. So let's go ahead and hop into some games and see how we do. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps the channel out so much. Also, feel free to leave any comments on misplays or strategy or deck ideas. I read the comments daily. Let's see how we do with this here. Mugen 0815. Another Lurrus of the Dream Den deck. Got 3 plains here. Yeah, I guess we can keep this. Another Grateful Apparition. Celebrant, okay. So looks like all the other Lurrus decks that are out there. Pick up a Sarah's. I'm going to go ahead and play the Grateful Apparition here. do 1 damage to target creature depending player controls for 1. Okay. No block. Okay. I think I'm going to play out the alert feed bonder here first. Attack. That's a smart combo with the Heart Piercer and the Lurus. And you can go ahead and kill him, but I'm still coming in next turn. Uzlith, okay. But you don't have counters. Maybe like at a Johnny's Pride Mate. I'm good. And we're right back up to 20. Really love a forest. Guess that was my fault for keeping the all white opening hand. Trapped in a tower. I'm just going to play out another Bonder because this doesn't stop his static ability, so I really don't care. I'm going to wait to play Grateful Apparition until we can play our Ajani. And this is Chant Creature without flying. Without flying. I wonder what the Uzlith is for. Because there has to be for Johnny's Pride Mate. You gonna keep attacking, man? Because you're not gonna be, There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the Sarah's Guardian out. And no attacks. Just stacking up the life here. And we'll start going in next turn with Sarah's. Love a forest. Wrong, you don't want to attack? This one. Just racking up. I also thought about putting the other Johnny, the one that poops out a Johnny Pride Mates, because as you can see, we could have already plussed and exiled his whole board. I might possibly swap that for maybe take out a Linden and a. Unless you can do something to the Sarah's, that's not going to be enough, my friend. There it is. So, we will, what does it say? Deals 1 damage to target creature. Okay, so we play Great Apparition. And we play Johnny. And be all she wrote, I think, for her friend here.
We're not destined to fight.
Just one. I feel like the Rakdos Lurus is the best shell. Yeah, good game. Because this, I mean, if you don't get your Ajani's Pride made out, you're really... I do like the idea of bringing back that Trapped in a Tower, though, but, I mean, you know, his deck's not going to have a lot of flyers anyways. So that one, well, pretty happy with that performance there. Let's hop into another one. Opponent Suffocator. Nice, I like that. Alright, we got our green source. Got a nice, looks perfect. We're gonna keep this. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with the Healer's Hawk. Then okay. Little ramp action. So now that we picked up another Linden, I'm just gonna play her. Yeah, I'm not gonna be proliferating you, my friend. See a Banishing Light. Okay, go with the Kaya. On the Steadfast. Series. And there's our land. We're going to play this now.
Honor and light shall always conquer darkness.
And now we'll get pretty nutty here. I'm assuming he's going to be taking out the Grateful Apparition. Starfield Mystic. Okay, so what is this? Black and white enchantment? Yeah. Black and white enchantments. Okay, what does this do? Destroy target creature and opponent control for power 2 or less. Target opponent represents use a non-landmark card. Okay, well, I think we play the Heat Bonder. And we're just gonna...
If I have to light the way, I will.
Don't think we're gonna see a crack or a Shatter to the Sky because our opponent has a Starfield Mystic. But at this point, I think our opponent's pretty done here. So eyeballing the Ajani, it's fine. Would love to see a Heliod here. Elspeth, okay. Ajani, the Heat Bomber, really? But you're dead. I don't think he realized what he did there. Alright. Alright, this is going swimmingly. Let's hop into another one here. Okay. Nice 3-lander here. Oh, this is... You might really see some nasty shit this game here. Hello. Magic Master 13. I'm good, man. The Cavalier of Dawn is nice. Next turn I'll be playing the Heliod. Cavalcade deck? Shouldn't have any issues with this here. Just gonna shock this in. Let's get this over with. Play out our Heliod. Next turn will be a Linden into an Ajani's. Let's see if he can deal damage faster than we can deal. Save for the shock now. Okay. Play out Linden. Next turn we can Cavalier. And start going off. Oh, should have saved that. Here. On next turn at Johnny's, we'll activate Heliod, and we should be able to catch back up from there. Two more loss. Cool. Wow. Not.
Steadfast in all your ways. Now do you see the benefits of peace?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good game, sir. Not really. Always feels bad when you lose to these uncreative mono red decks, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so we're 2-1. Don't really feel like changing anything at this moment. Excuse me. Black Dead 21. Got a nice 3-lander here. We got our green source. No, but we will be keeping this. Start off with our Temple Garden. Pick up our next white source so we can curve out. Johnny's perfect. We'll play Daxos, then Heliod, and then 2, 3, 4. Okay, opponents ramping into Garuda here. Okay. Heliod. Well, would love to see some of my one-drop creatures, or I'm sorry, my Healer's Hawk, or a Grateful Apparition maybe. Linden would be nice. Although I could just play a Johnny's and then plus gain some life. That's unfortunately our Cavalier friend will not be taking her out. Let's see what we get here.
I will teach you humility if I
Gain some life.
Now do
Put a
you
counter.
see the benefits of
Attack.
peace?
4 or 5. Well, at least this will activate Heliod. I'm trying to think, is Agent of Treachery even converted mana cost? 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I can destroy Garuda, however, so. Even. The hell was that? So he can just... So maybe we do... So we're 2-2 now. That's a slick combination there. So you basically just ramp into Garuda and have a Thassa. Might have to mess around with that later. Alright, so obviously we need to make some adjustments. Check this out here, because Cavalier of Dawn is nice, but he is expensive. I think we put in just the Banishing Light. Oop, sorry. Just puts 4 Banishing Lights. Now we can cut a land, I think. What would I put in? I really want to put... I want to fit this Ajani's in here, but we don't really have a lot of card draw. This one, Ajani Strength of the Pride. I don't really want to mess with... What's our curve here? I want to be able to play... So what if I cut 1 land, 2 Sarah, that gives me 3. Check this out. Brings our curve down a little bit lower. We're running 24 lands still. Okay, let's try this adjustment. That way we still have our top end, but bring our curve down a little bit lower. All right, got another nice 3-lander here. We've got plenty of green sources. I'm not liking the double shock, but don't really have any 1-drops, so we'll keep this. I'll lead off with a Temple Garden tapped, of course. Pass the turn. Great Flap Russia next. Yep. Shock this in. Now we have our Vanishing Light. Blue-red, okay. Sprite Dragon. There's no Johnny's, nice. Whenever you cast a creature spell. I'm gonna wait and see what my opponent does here. I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be destroying the Grateful, but I don't really care because if this gets out of control with Banishing Light, or next turn I see myself playing a Alert Heat Bonder, so it doesn't really matter. Or I could see myself playing a Linden. I'm good, man. Take it. Opponent could be running counter spells, maybe. Well, there's a Daxos. I guess we'll play the Heat Bonder first. So I'm going to let this get maybe a little bit bigger and then we'll Banishing Light. This is his only play. So here I'm just going to play Daxos. Essence Scatter. Okay. Now he's getting a lot of control. We're going to have to... Gonna have to take him out. Keeping up a pretty decent pace. Next turn I'll just give him lifelink if he doesn't kill him. I don't know, he could bounce them. I don't know if he has any red spells that are capable. Okay. Now, of course, if we get another Plains, we would just Linden first here. Start going off that way. Okay. Nope. So, I'm going to Banishing Light this guy. Rather him counter that than these two. Yep. Is that like the sour cream, I think? Cycling. I want this alternate card art. I want it. Okay. So he's running Essence Scatter, Shock. We have two Ajani's, so I think I'm gonna just play him out first since we have the second one, and then we'll save it for Linden. Oh shit. Well then, plus. Yes, please.
I sense the good in your heart.
It's a lot of damage, my friend. Yeah, I think he's done. Heliod could go back, so I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna keep putting the pressure on with the Heat Bonder, because if he bounces any of these, then Heliod goes back. Or you just quit. Good game. Okay, feel a little bit better about the setup. Bring the curve down a little bit lower. We're able to deal with our indestructible friends with our Banishing Lights. So let's run with this for a couple games and see how we do. Once again, if you're watching out there and you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and it helps the channel out so much. I would really appreciate it. Along is our opponent. I have a 2-lander here. Seems kind of clunky, but I don't think I can refuse 2 healers and 2 Heliod's. So we'll keep this. Another blue-red deck. Opponent's keeping something on top. We do pick up the Daxos, which is very nice. Lets us curve out nicely. Hopefully we draw a land here. The next 2 turns. A little bit. Johnny's Greathearted. I don't know if I want to commit to playing 2 Healer's Hawks right now, so we're just going to play out the Daxos and smack him in the face. I'm at 24 lands right now, a little over 40-something% chance to... Okay. Do I want to commit to this? No, we could have a Flame Sweep or something. So we're just gonna go in here. Cool. A Tombbound Lich. Haven't seen that one in a minute. Grixis. Is this reanimation? Still, I'm just gonna go in here. I don't want him recurring threats. Yeah, it's fine. Got another one right here for you. He's wise to it. All right, end turn. All right, we really need a land. I think now we're more than 43 or 44%. So let's see what he does here. Makes the top 3 cards of your library creature you control, then reveal cards from the top of your library. So future card with higher convert mana cost. Okay. Swallowed with the ages, but you have been. Interesting. Well, we finally pick up another land. Heliod only comes at 3 here. I think we need to prioritize getting him off the board, so I'm going to do this. And no sense in attacking with Daxos. Next turn will be Heliod. Unless he picks one of our guys off, then we'll do Alert Heatbonder. He could have the Storm's Wrath, or he could have another Luca. Cool.
Always loyal.
Well, that's fine. We're going to start going off next turn anyways. So this is... Yeah, this is a reanimator with Luca. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's time for Heliod. Heliod on that ass. And chop him down to size. Once again, because Heliod is so susceptible to being removed or whatever, we're gonna plus up the Daxos here, especially considering our opponent's running steel spells. Still could see the oh, there he is, Agent of Treachery. Okay.
I only bond with the strongest around me.
All right, what do we do here? think we put our own, and opponent doesn't seem to be playing board wipes, so we're just gonna spread the love. We're just gonna plus it up here.
Now do you
And
see the benefits of peace?
oh wait, he doesn't have any, so we're gonna do it like this. Perfect. What do I want to do here? Touch up Doxos. Bond of Insight. That's I see what he's doing here. Okay. Let's see what he takes. Healer's Hawk. Banishing Light. I had Johnny's. Yeah. It's fine.
We're not destined to fight.
Alright. So here I play Alert Heat Bonder. And plus him up. I am going to give no one else I can really. So unfortunately we have to kill our own Johnny's, but that's fine. Gonna hold up the Gilead for the blocks.
We must regroup.
Now we just start putting counters here. Yep. Spread the love. If Tombbound attacks, I kill him. If Mire Triton attacks, I kill him. And then we're just gonna keep stomping. Oh. Or he could top deck a Blood for Bones. It's fine. I assume he's gonna take our Gilead. I'm gonna give Daxos lifelink just in case he tries to come in, but I don't think he will. We're still putting in work in the sky here. Yeah, I don't mind. Definitely don't mind trading there. Go to sleep. I'm gonna play Daxos first, and then I'm gonna play another Gilead. Oh, and he has another one. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we're just gonna start hammering his face. 1, 2. Get it how you live. I mean, we have 51 fucking life here. I'm gonna just put this on the Healer's Hawk. And I'm gonna put one on our boy Daxos here. Spread it out. And one on Daxos here. So I think that this Agent of Treachery was probably the most obnoxious card. I mean, I guess it has a oh, you're not gonna take him or him. Alright. Still fully enabled here, my friend. And I'm going to be coming in hard next turn, so hopefully you're prepared. That's what I was looking for. Grateful Flapperation. Opponent can't even activate blocking with the Agent of Treachery. I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on our friend here. Gotta keep the flyers alive. Another counter here. Top 4 cards of your library in their graveyard. Turn up to 2 instant or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Excellent. Oh, that's nice. Alright, I'm over it. It's really sad when you have 54 life and you can't even beat anybody because they steal all your shit. Obnoxious. Well. Oh well. On to the next one. Still no change in my deck. That was complete horseshit. Always say you can't beat lucky. Alright, so we got a 2-lander here. Yeah, I feel confident we'll draw a land here in the next 2 turns. Could have a nice curve. Okay. Lead off with the Healer's Hawk. Into a Grateful, into a Linden, or I'm gonna play out the Grateful here to take some heat off the Healer's Hawk. Alright. This is the moment of truth here. We need to draw a land to keep the flow. Here. Take out that Grateful Apparition. Or not. Other Sage Horrors. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may discard a card at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. I'm good. There we go. Alright, about 43% chance to draw a land. I mean, I feel our curve is very low. We're just getting Magic the Gathering, as they'd say. Opponents always ambush. Interesting, not taking out the Great Collaboration. And... Alright, now don't do this. Really need a land. Alright, I guess that was my fault for taking a 2-lander. From Gully. Okay, there we go. Jesus. I think I just take out Drum Gully here. I don't know what kind of shenanigans this guy's. Yeah, really missing those 2 land drops really put us behind. What is this? Oh, it is a satyr. I was like, are there even any other satyrs in the set? What's the move here? Play out the Heat Bonder for some blockage. Could see an Ember Cleave here. Another Grum Gully. Okay. Yeah, I think I need an indestructible blocker out there. No attacks. I guess... Yeah, because then at least this way I can chump block, but this thing... Yeah, I think we fell too far behind with that 2-lander. That was my fault. Alright, we're gonna finish strong here. We're gonna win these last 3 games. Nayla with the Jaya. I got a 3 here. I'm gonna keep this. Nice. Temple Garden here, so we can curve nicely. Well, next turn will be Linden, unless our opponent plays something else. Kindred, I'm good. I'm just gonna attack just to gain the life. He's gonna block anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Risen Reef. That's something we could. That's something we could Vanishing Light. Okay. Definitely don't want that thing sticking around. Go ahead and smack him in the face. Got backups for both. Probably another Risen Reef here. Oh, and a Ghost Spiral. That's nice. Don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Try to draw 2 at the top. That's not good. Okay. A little Grazer. Okay. Alright. One doesn't really have anything I'm interested in banishing like yet, but we will keep this. Keeping on pace with the life gain. One takes it. Shark Typhoon. Now that's something I would be banishing light. Alright, so we're gonna banish him like that. That's not cool. Love that card, by the way. And we just keep smacking the face. I'm almost in Agent of Treachery territory. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Opponent's got a lot of blockers. A lot of blockers. Wow. Lots and lots and lots of blockers. Alright, and we're just fucking drawing the same shit. Alright, well. I'm just gonna keep attacking in. Gain life. He didn't block. Why? It's weird. God, first, I just keep life. I'm good on that. Oh, I see. He was trying to Sharknado a 6 drop. And it's a legendary too. I don't get that. Alright, opponent has to do something here. Could see an Agent of Treachery. Yeah. Bullshit card. Got more, my friend. Got a lot more. So just play another Linden. And smack him in the face. You got another agent, man? Oh, quasi-duplicate the agent. What? Such cheap horseshit. I think this game hates me, man. I think they really... They keep putting me up against this bullshit. Sometimes. I just think it's rigged. Oh, Euro. Nice. Nice. I mean... There's something different. There we go. Something. 2, 3. I mean, we have so many, right? Let's just roll through them. Why not? You want to trade? No. Want to trade with anybody else? You got to block with somebody. Cool. 'Cause I got another. I mean. Winged words. Winged words with no creatures with flying? Interesting. Another winged words. Wow. Another agent. So man, can I play a non-Agent of Treachery deck? Let's hop into another one. It's quite a bit of land. Keep this. I'm gonna drop one Grateful. Big balls, yos. Opponent on Jeskai. We do pick up a a green monosaurus for our Johnnies. Well, this could work. Opponent's eyeballing the grateful. Cool. So I think here I just played the Daxos. Smack him in the face. I'm good. I think here I play Lyndon first before I play the Ajani's. We're gonna save him. Love to see a Heliot. It's 3 damage, my friend. 3 damage. Okay. Shadow in the sky. Wasn't expecting that, but we still have our Johnnies. I'm gonna go ahead and play out the Johnnies now.
There is no greater treasure.
Creating a Johnny Pride Mate.
Lies in our friendships.
Big balls, you see. Ah, cracks me up. Alright. Bone crush. So, opponent will be attacking for 4. I think, honestly, I think the move here is to create another blocker. Still have a opponent has quite a bit of land though. Are we just missing drops, or is he can play a ram spell? Opponent has quite a bit of land here. Assume he's going to be going after the Pride Mate, and that's actually fine.
Remember what I taught you.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Here we go.
Alright, well. Well, sorry, we started off on a decent foot, but I don't know. I guess just not my day today. But thank you so much for tuning in. I think I'm going to make a Garuda bounce Agent of Treachery deck, since that's what everybody else is doing. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. It's free to you, helps out the channel so much. Comment. Until tomorrow. You guys have a great day.